Have you ever wondered why some people in their 70s seem to glow with energy, while others appear tired, bitter, or fragile, even though they're the same age? It's not just about genes or luck. More often than not, the difference comes down to a handful of daily habits, tiny, automatic behaviors we repeat without thinking, that are silently speeding up the aging process. The good news? Once you spot them, you can stop them. And once you break them, you might just feel years younger, physically, mentally, and emotionally. In this video, we're going to uncover 7 habits that make you age faster after 60, and more importantly, how to break each one before it steals your time, energy, and joy. These aren't vague guesses. These are real patterns observed by doctors, psychologists, and longevity experts, people who have spent their lives studying what makes us age well or age badly. Stay with me to the end, because habit number 7 is something almost no one talks about, yet it may be the most damaging of all. Now, let's dive into the habits you need to let go of, starting with one that seems harmless but is quietly draining your life force. Habit number 1. Sitting for hours without moving. After 60, your body becomes more sensitive to stillness. Sitting too long, whether watching TV, scrolling through your phone, or reading in your favorite chair, doesn't just cause stiffness. It slows circulation, weakens muscles, increases inflammation, and can even increase your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and memory decline. Meet George, 72. He retired, started enjoying long afternoons watching shows or reading the newspaper, and over a year began gaining weight, losing balance, and feeling sluggish. When his doctor told him he was healthy but shrinking, he was shocked. "Shrinking?" George asked. "Yes, because inactivity was silently eating away at his strength." The fix isn't to give up rest, it's to build in movement, even tiny ones. How to break it? Set a timer to get up every 30-45 minutes. Stretch your legs, march in place, walk around the room. Invest in a standing desk or take your phone calls walking. Movement doesn't have to mean workouts, it means choosing to stay in motion, so your body doesn't think it's time to shut down. Habit number 2. Constant negative self-talk. You may not even notice it. It's that voice in your head that says, "I'm too old for that. I'll never be healthy again. What's the point at this age?" But here's the truth. Your body hears every word your mind says, and the more you repeat negative thoughts, the more your brain releases stress hormones that affect your immune system, your heart, your sleep, even the way your skin heals. Take Helen, 68. She was physically healthy, but every conversation ended in complaints about her aches, her past mistakes, or how no one visits anymore. Her daughter once said, "Mom, your sadness is aging you more than your body is." At first, Helen was hurt, but deep down, she knew it was true. Negativity isn't just a mindset, it's a habit, and habits can be changed. How to break it? Start catching yourself. When you say something negative, pause, then replace it with a neutral or hopeful version. "I'm tired today, but I've had good days before, and they'll come again." Write down 3 small wins each night. I went for a walk. I made someone smile. I didn't give up today. Limit time around people who drain your energy or reinforce your worst thoughts. Your thoughts are like seeds. What you plant is what grows. If you keep feeding your mind with, "I'm too old," you'll start acting like it. But if you choose even small optimism, your brain will respond, and your body will follow. Habit number 3. Eating like you're still 30. Your body at 60 plus is not the same body you had at 30, and it's not supposed to be. But many older adults don't adapt their eating habits. They eat the same heavy portions, late meals, salty snacks, sugary drinks, and wonder why they feel bloated, tired, or sluggish. Let me introduce Victor, 74. He used to brag about how he could eat anything, and never gain weight. But over the years, those habits caught up. His blood sugar spiked, his digestion slowed, his joints ached after every meal. The hardest part? He didn't want to feel restricted. But what he didn't realize was that he wasn't being restricted. He was being rescued. How to break it? Shift to lighter, more frequent meals. Your metabolism slows with age, and your stomach can't handle the same volume it used to. Eat earlier in the evening. Late-night digestion disrupts sleep and energy. Prioritize anti-inflammatory foods. Leafy greens, berries, nuts, fish, turmeric. Cut back on sugar and processed carbs. They accelerate aging inside and out. Your diet is not about weight anymore. It's about function. It's about fueling your brain, your heart, your joints, your longevity. Habit number 4. Isolating yourself from others. Aging alone is one of the most dangerous habits, yet one of the easiest to fall into. After 60, life changes, friends move away, family gets busy, you may lose a partner, and slowly, without noticing, you stop reaching out. You stop being seen. But here's what most people don't realize. Loneliness doesn't just feel sad, it's physically dangerous. Studies show that chronic loneliness can be as harmful to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It raises your risk of dementia, heart disease, and depression, and it speeds up physical and mental decline. Let me tell you about Maria, 71. After retiring and losing her husband, she found herself spending entire days without speaking to another human being. She told herself it was fine. I enjoy my peace. But one day she realized she hadn't laughed in weeks, hadn't been touched in months, and that her memory was getting worse, not better. She took one small step. She joined a local senior book club, then a gardening group, then started calling an old friend every Sunday. Now, she says her heart feels lighter, and so does her face in the mirror. How to break it? Reach out first. Don't wait. Call someone. Send a voice message. Join something weekly. Anything. A walking group, church, an online forum. If mobility is limited, consider virtual social time or even a pet. Speak to someone every day, even the cashier. Human connection matters. We were never meant to age alone, and you don't have to. The world needs your voice, your wisdom, your presence. Habit number 5, poor sleep hygiene. Many older adults assume that waking up multiple times a night or getting just 4 to 5 hours of sleep is normal for their age, but it's not, and it's hurting you more than you think. After 60, your body needs sleep just as much, if not more, to repair tissue, flush brain toxins, and regulate mood, memory, and immune function. Yet poor habits like falling asleep to the TV, eating late, or drinking caffeine too late in the day ruin the very rest your body is begging for. Meet Leonard, 69. He often napped during the day, drank sweet tea in the evening, and scrolled his phone in bed. He felt foggy, had no motivation, and couldn't concentrate. He thought he was getting dementia. But after working with a sleep coach, he realized he was simply exhausted. He changed just 3 things: stopped caffeine after lunch, turned off screens an hour before bed, and started a bedtime ritual. In a week, he was a new man. How to break it? Set a regular sleep-wake time, even on weekends. Avoid screens, TV, phone, tablet, at least 1 hour before bed. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Avoid heavy meals, alcohol, and caffeine in the evening. Use calming routines like reading, stretching, or listening to soft music to tell your brain it's time to shut down. Sleep is not wasted time, it's repair time. Give your body the gift of deep rest, and it will give you clarity, energy, and years in return. Habit number 6, ignoring new challenges. There's a dangerous myth that says, after 60, life should just be about comfort. Yes, you've earned your rest. But here's the catch. When your mind isn't challenged, it starts to shut down. Your brain is like a muscle, and when it's not used, it shrinks. Think of someone you know who does the same routine every day, same breakfast, same TV shows, same conversations. No new input, no curiosity. Over time, their spark fades. They start forgetting words, losing interest, feeling bored and tired. Why? Because comfort without growth becomes decay. Meet Nora, 66. She always said, "I'm not tech savvy," so she avoided anything digital. But one day, she decided to try an online painting course. She struggled. She laughed at herself. But she kept going. Today, she paints every week, watches tutorials, and chats with other artists online. She says it made her feel alive again. How to break it? Learn something new every month, even something small, a new word, recipe, app, or dance. Switch routines. Brush your teeth with the other hand. Walk a different path. Sit in a different chair. Try puzzles, games, or trivia that challenge your brain. Join a class, club, or online course, even if you feel too old. It's not about mastery. It's about movement. Your brain needs novelty the same way your body needs motion. The goal is not to stay young forever. It's to keep learning, exploring, and surprising yourself, because that is what keeps you truly alive. Habit number 7, believing that your best years are behind you. This is the most dangerous habit of all because it affects everything else. It's the quiet voice that says, "What's the point? My best days are over. I've already lived the meaningful parts of my life." But here's the truth. As long as you're breathing, your life still holds meaning. Let me tell you about David, 78. He used to be a school principal, respected, busy, purposeful. After retirement, he felt invisible. He believed his best years were behind him. He stopped dressing well, stopped caring, stopped dreaming. Until one day, he met a 7-year-old boy who couldn't read. David offered to tutor him just once a week. That one act reawakened his spark. Now he volunteers at a local school twice a week and says, "I feel more useful now than I ever did." How to break it? Reframe aging. It's not decline, it's refinement. Ask yourself, what do I still want to give? Share, explore, create. Write down something new you still want to experience. Then take the first step. Spend time with people younger than you, not to compare, but to connect. They need your stories, your strength, your wisdom. Let's be clear, your best years are not behind you. They're inside you. Your best years are the ones where you feel alive, purposeful, connected, no matter what the calendar says. And the minute you believe there's still something meaningful ahead, your body, your brain, and your spirit begin to align with that vision. Here's what most people don't realize. Aging isn't what breaks you. Giving up on yourself is. You may have wrinkles, a slower pace, some aches. But you also have wisdom, insight, resilience. And those are things you didn't have at 20, 30, or even 50. So if you've caught yourself slipping into the habit of believing it's too late, know this, it's not. Let's recap. The 7 habits to break if you want to age slower, feel stronger, and live fully after 60. Sitting too long without movement. Get up, stretch, walk, stay in motion. Negative self-talk. Speak kindly to yourself. Your body is listening. Eating like you're still 30. Lighten meals. Eat earlier. Nourish intentionally. Withdrawing from people. Reconnect. Reach out. Rejoin the world. Poor sleep habits. Create rituals. Protect your rest. Repair deeply. Avoiding new challenges. Keep learning, exploring, staying curious. Believing your best years are behind you. They're not. Your story isn't finished. Now, it's your turn. Which one of these habits hit you the hardest? Which one are you going to start changing today? Leave a comment below and tell us, not just for me, but for the thousands of others who will read it and think, if they can do it, maybe I can too. Your courage inspires more people than you know. And if you found this video helpful, please take 1 second to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share this with someone you care about. Because sometimes just one idea is enough to change someone's whole path. Aging isn't something to fear, it's something to live through with intention. And every small choice you make today is a vote for the future you still deserve. Thank you for being here. Stay strong, stay kind, and I'll see you in the next video. Love.